Hey guys, Hello Bella, and on our last cruise, I got a chance to snorkel in Grand Turk. I think that this is a great place to snorkel right off from the beach. You do not need to book a tour. I'm going to give you a few tips on it in this video. You can see this footage is a little rough. It was pretty choppy, and I just got this underwater camera, so I'm trying to learn how to use it. But I want to give you a preview of what you can expect to see if you go snorkeling in Grand Turk.
Hello, we are on Grand Turk. I'm going for it. There's nobody else out here but me and the fish. I gotta get my mask situated.
That way it's like at your level but still further out.
So during my day here, I snorkeled right off of the boat. I walked about 10 minutes. So if I was facing the pier from the boat, I went to my right. I walked about 10 minutes that way, and there was nobody on that beach. If you go right off the pier, everybody's going to be there. They're going to scare all the fish away, and you're not going to see anything. Plus, the water over there was really rough. This water wasn't exactly easy either, but it was just me and the fish. There was literally no one else out there. I was so relieved that I didn't book a tour. My problem with booking tours on the cruise ships is that it feels like you're really rushed to get through the activity, and it's crowded. You don't have any personal space, and as an introvert, that just is not my style. So this was when we were walking off from the cruise ship. We also took a taxi out of the port. So if you just walk right through the port and then you go to the very end and you walk out, there's a bunch of people with taxis, and for $8 a person, they took us to a restaurant. And at that restaurant, we were able to get a bite to eat, and then they had beachfront property, so we had tons and tons of fish to see there too. I don't have any footage from that, but I did see the best fish over there. I just got this camera as a birthday gift, so I'm trying to learn how to use it. So you can tell I am not a professional. Unfortunately, this is just really shaky footage, but if you're wondering, getting an idea of what it's going to be like, I think that this could give you some indication of how many fish you will see. Now, I was a little bit scared, but not too bad. I was snorkeling from the shore and Daniel was watching me. I did see a barracuda, but it wasn't, it just swam underneath me. It wasn't a big deal. I didn't go super far out. The water was kind of pushing me along, so it didn't feel like I needed to swim at all. Just holding that camera was something new for me, and so I was trying to get used to those angles and those movements. We actually met someone on the cruise ship later that night, and they were like, "Where did you get all those pictures? Where'd you get all that footage?" Because I was showing them, and they were like, "We went on a snorkel tour, and we didn't see any of that." And I was like, well, if you would have walked 10 minutes from the cruise ship, you would have seen tons of stuff to see.
I mean, there's people up there, so maybe they know more than us.
Okay, we follow them.
Wonder what that is.
The remnants of something.
Yeah.
There used to be some kind of a structure, like a storeroom or a little shop, a little house.
Let's see if anybody's living in it.
Oh, no, hold on.
Is anybody home?
We got a blowout. We got us a gash there in the side. That's gonna be a detriment to the price of the value. Dunlop. Not you digging
In a garbage tire.
garbage tire.
I release you. Hey, there's a cruise ship. There's a ship.
We only had a few hours on Grand Turk. 7 or 8 hours to get off the cruise ship, do what we want to do, and get back on. So I know that some people like to rent golf carts. I did try to rent a golf cart before our cruise, and they were all booked up. I'm sure there's places I could have gone, but at that point I was like, let me just take a taxi. I know that some people also said that they like to go around and see the donkeys. We actually were just walking towards the beach. We went through a little patch of woods, and we saw a donkey, like a mom and a baby. But obviously it's really not a good idea to get close to them, especially with a mom and baby. It's really territorial, but we did see those donkeys that everyone was talking about. I was kind of in shock. In terms of just the overall climate of Grand Turk, the people were nice. They definitely make money off of tourism, so they're used to seeing a lot of people not knowing what they're doing or where they're going. The restaurant that we went to was really enjoyable. The food was pretty average, but not anything really bad or really good, just pretty average. And and I would definitely go back there just for the access to the beachfront view and the ability to just snorkel right off of the beach. Now, if you like snorkeling, obviously you need to bring your own mask with you. I didn't bring fins. I just don't see it necessary for what little bit of time that we were going to be out there, but I really enjoyed myself. I got to see a lot of wildlife. I saw a ton of those blue tangs. You can kind of see them every now and then in this footage. Also saw a lot of the Finding Nemo fish, and it was just a really just good experience for me. I mean, I don't get to snorkel a lot being from Alabama. It's rare for me to get to be in water like this, so anytime I do, I spend most of the day with my head underneath the water. And I mean, I just didn't come up hardly all day. This is something that when you love doing something, that it just, the time passes like nothing, you know. It's just a whole 8-hour day gone in what feels like 30 minutes. So I really want to go back to Grand Turk. I have a feeling that I didn't even really scratch the surface of what's out there. We really only snorkeled at 2 spots, and it's something that I want to learn more about and go back to. I still stand by what I said at the beginning of this video, that I think it's completely unnecessary to book a snorkeling tour unless you just are beginner and want somebody to hold your hand through the whole thing. You're going to wind up seeing more wildlife, like that sea urchin that I just saw. I saw so many of those, they scared me. But you're going to end up seeing more on your own, and we got to walk to a private beach. We took our time and saw exactly what we wanted to. So if you want to walk it, you can walk. You can rent a taxi. You can go to Pillory Beach, is another place that people like to go to, and you can also rent a golf cart. So there's several different ways to see the island. I really don't think that if I was traveling on a cruise ship that I would have a very good time staying in the port all day. Those places to me just seem like mini theme parks to get people to spend their money, and I try to get out of the port as fast as possible because I'm just like, I'm not trying to be about that life paying $4 for a soda. And you know, that's just how I like to travel. You can travel any way that you like, but being able to see all of this, I mean, just to stick your head underwater and see a whole entire world that you're not privy to normally is just such a fun experience. All the fish that I saw, everything that I experienced this day, I guess I paid next to nothing for. I mean, obviously I booked my cruise, but I brought my snorkel with me, I brought a water bottle with me, and I had a wonderful day on Grand Turk. So if you are thinking, hey, I might want to check this place out, I will say that this is just part of the snorkeling. I actually got to some better spots that I don't have on camera, but this is a little bit of a preview. Tons of wildlife, tons of different things to see, and it was just a great time. So if you get a chance to check it out, I would definitely visit Grand Turk.